Hello, hello. Hello, hello. What? Please hold me with remote. Hey, hope so. Shall start in a little bit. Let me do a few things on the side. Hey, how's it going today? What's up? Doing well. This is the last one. Should be. I try to I try to stop at a good point where I should be able to finish in one stream. Are you going to stream run it? No, I think the pack's too long. Even in normal mode. Oh, I'll talk about that today. Near the end. Happy day. Yeah, happy day. Alright, let's just hop right in. Should be able to finish today. We'll see. Speedrun LVH and GTNH? Nah. I think there is like a speedrun Discord for GTNH though, which is like insane. Evening. What up, Angel? Alright, so here we are. Last day. Probably. Let me actually turn up my render. Alright, so okay, first thing I have to talk about. And it's like quite immediate, but yeah, my night vision is flickering, and that's because of the TPS issue, which I've been having, right? And I figured it out. I figured it out. I'm gonna talk about that first. And I only figured out within like the last half an hour. Well, like it was like sometime before, but like last half an hour, last time I played. And yeah, here's what's causing it. It's not the massive RHFs. It's not the S line. It's not all the machines flickering on and off constantly. It's not the lab, with all the fluids. It's not the massive distilleries or extraction. Not any of these. Not the ore processing, which runs super often. What's causing it is, out of all things, this recipe. The subatomic digital assembler, which, if you've noticed by now, it's a bit taller. Last time we noticed it was, it was like the same height. You'll notice it is a bit taller, but yeah, this thing causes TPS issues. And I think it's because it's running like one take recipe, and it's a custom multi-block, right? So it's a little hard to tell. And I'll show that it is for sure this. I've already sent it to the devs and the other people, but if you do Alt F3, it actually shows like a TPS graph. And I did have to unbind one of the Alt keys, but this is the subnet I have for all the subatomic wireless guys, which if I do this, it shows like all the wireless things, right? They're all connected to stocking input bus and output hatch, output bus, which is sending out the omni nugget, right? So it's very simple. The recipe itself, it's a non-consumable, so it should be really simple logic too, right here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stop all the recipes for that. So this is just a subnet, right? It's just supplying the data and getting the nuggets back. Watch the TPS, and I'll show TPS on Spark too. It's really bad, noticeably bad. Instant fix. TPS returns normal. We're at 30-ish MSPT. Put it back in. Instant rise. Yeah, that's a thing. And you know, this whole time I was just thinking like, my God, I can't scale up anymore, man. Like, I can't. But no, it was not the machines. It was not the multi-blocks. It's just this stupid thing. And yeah, don't you need more for chest? I should be good. I think I am gonna leave it in, but I'm gonna turn off maybe like the top half floor. Just to help. Actually, let's see. What's up, Rian? I was just talking about the cause of TPS issue. But just turning off half should, you know, at least help. And yeah, it was so crazy because like the whole time I was playing off stream, I was like, I don't know what's causing the TPS issue. Like sometimes I'm not crafting or like nothing's being crafted and the TPS is still awful. So I started going around turning good things, like most of the good things off, and I still noticed the TPS was high. And this was like the last thing I checked. That's when I noticed TPS like immediately drop. Trying anything rutile loop? Yeah. Yeah, you better do rutile loop. It's the easiest thing. Yeah, when you manage to find the lag machine. Yeah, I know, right? I was like, I didn't expect it to be this. Because out of all things, like this is such a simple logic. It just get this item, craft nugget, that's it. I guess it's because it's like a custom multi that uses computation. I don't know, it's really weird, but yeah, we figured out the TPS issue. Here we are at 7 days, 14 hours, and I am roughly estimating 4 more hours to finish. And that's giving me like a little extra room. But yeah, we should be able to finish today. And yeah. No, it's not the Moni devs suck at coding. It's a really simple custom multi. I think it's just no, it's not. It's not that they sucked at coding. GTM's like pretty amazing. They probably just overlooked this because this is a really weird case where you have a machine that uses computation to generate items, because that's not a thing in just base GT, right? Usually computation is just for research. But yeah, let's just quickly look over the top area. There's really not much change, I'll be honest. Just scaling up the S lines, which we did last time. I did go ahead and upgrade all of them to UEV, right? And that has been helpful for just basic assembly recipes. And last time we did also make the Super S, which is amazing. This has to be one of the best investment, I gotta say. And yeah, we did multiply all of these basic recipes to 64x, and it is so good. And I did move the ghetto fix over here too. I did have to run this one more time because it did happen again. But yeah, it's been really, really, really good. And they're gonna make this recipe cheaper. This guy is gonna be cheaper and more accessible for the future players. That's very good. Suppose you already got asked for the 10th time. What's gonna be next? I'll talk about that at the end of the stream. Think you're complete amendment? Yeah. Dude, it's good, man. Here. You know what? Let's show this off on stream. I'm gonna craft this thing, and there's barely anything pre-crafted for this. So I'm gonna do it from scratch. Let's see how fast it takes to make, I don't know, like 3. And we'll go here. Because this is one of the more assembly line heavy recipes, right? And we'll see. Should be pretty dang fast. Yeah, it's doing like the basic metal and stuff, which makes sense. And these should be pretty fast too. They're just running through the bender and the RHFs, which has been giga scaled up. I probably should give my bender more parallel, but at this point it doesn't really matter. Oh, you hear the assembly running? It's doing 32x UEVs in 8 seconds, which should only happen 3 times because we requested 3. Right? Oh, and it's doing the 64 motors in how many ticks? We didn't see that, like 9 ticks. Just gotta just do the basic frames. The emitters are going on through this super assembler too. Circuit should be really fast. I think that's done through the ABS, so it's a little weird looking, but It's also really fast. This is done through the, I believe, this assembler. It's already getting pretty close to finishing up. 1 minute, 1 minute 20 seconds in for 3 of these guys. And it still has some battery steps, but you'll see how fast they go. Which ideally these, or not ideally, like normally these are the longest steps because you gotta craft so many batteries through the assembly line. But yeah, it's doing 32 batteries and 15 ticks. 32, 32, and super ultimate battery will be done right after. Oh, it's done in a few ticks, and 1 minute 50 seconds in. Oh, it's waiting on that. It's probably stuck in the circuit assembler, but oh yeah, there we go. Now it's finishing up 3 infinity power units in less than 3 minutes. Life is good. Really, really, really fast. It's just good, man. It's so worth it. And Inside, it only took me like, well, the Infinity alone costs like 120, 150 hearts, right? If you have the Serene. No, if you have the Serene, it's even cheaper. It's a quarter of that. The Holmium only costed like 1300, I think. And that was with me using I'm pretty sure I used the Infinity line of circuits, which is worse than Monium line. So I think it would have been even cheaper if I used the Monium line, because I did have access to Monium line, I just didn't replace it yet. But yeah, let's show the main area. Looks like the component assembly line, yeah, kinda. Does this multi not allow 1 energy hatch? It can have 2. I have UIV here, and I should have UIV 16 amp under this. I'm gonna pause it. Yeah, UIV 16 amp. Just so it's overclocked to UXV, because there was one recipe that used UXV. I forgot what it was. It might have been the... Was it the... What is it called? Navigator? I don't think it was this. No. There was something. Now I want to look through it real quick. It shouldn't take too long to look through. It should be like yellow. I saw it. What was it? No? Oh, right here. No, we're not making that. What was it? There was something, man. I'm gonna find it. I'm pretty sure I did it on stream last time too. Yeah, I'm like wasting time here, but that's fine because I think I have plenty of time to finish today. Not that. I swear, man, there was something. Oh. Oh, yes, the mech circuit. Yes, you're right, mainframe. Yep, that's what it was, because we did craft one on stream last time near the end. And it is still in here, and you will notice that I did fill in a few more things. Mainly, I just filled in the very cheap parts like the subatomics and the creative storage data, which is really cheap. It's not even using any hearts, it's just neutronium tier. And the omnic data is just 1 heart each, so that's free. Furies we filled in last time. I filled in basic monic parts. And the UIV components, which is mostly just infinity ingots. That's what it's mostly expensive in. I might have it... Yeah, I do have it on the EMI. 52 infinity for the field. And yeah, I just did go ahead and craft those because they aren't too bad. I did leave some of the more expensive parts, which is gonna be... Oh, I did save it here, nice. And yeah, let's show the whole thing first, right? This is the creative chest. We filled it a decent bit last time. I just talked about what I filled in. There's these platings and the max machine hall, which I have both saved here. And each hall you gotta send out tier 12 miner for. And it also requires a lot of monic plating, which to craft one requires a lot of monium. And because we have EMI installed, we can just simply do this. Just check the recipe tree. We can view this whole thing here. And we can actually roughly estimate how many monium we need. And let's look for like the how do you pronounce that? Causality exempt monic heavy plating. Yeah, you can see here it's gonna have contain singularity and the monic plates, which is the one that's used mostly. There's also the mainframe, which is gonna use a decent bit of monium. And in the end, well, there's also the machine hall, which uses some monium, similar to the causality exempt plating. It does use like 8 in there too, 4, 8, I forgot. And in the end, it turns out to be roughly, where is it? 1300 monium. And I think there's more homium, but we'll see. We'll see. And a decent bit of heart, because you're gonna need a decent amount of infinity plating. Thankfully, this one's cheap. It's just 1 infinity each. Mostly activated netherite and quasi-stable neutron. But I think we have everything. And let's show off the main area, which, yeah, I did start adding it to last time, right? I did save up a decent bit of infinity power unit just in case I undercalculated some. I have 13 tier 12 miners, and each 4 uses 1, and I believe the chest itself uses, that's 9, 18, 6, 6, 18 plus 12 is 30, and there's also the 2, 32. Each hall uses 32 plus 4, 36. 36 plus 4 is 40, so we should only need 10 miners for that. And I'm just gonna add this to the pattern, because I haven't done that yet. Right? It shouldn't be in here. Yep. And let's just go ahead and do it. Yep. Let's add everything. We're just gonna do one at a time. We don't need to do parallel on this. And I think everything here, yeah, we already have. We just added that. So this goes in here, and this is a UXV recipe, I think. Right? Yeah, so this is on UIV. I will have to move some energy hatches over. I don't think I'm gonna craft new ones. Why do you have neutronium miner? Oh, because this has stocking. Oh, let's just put that in storage. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and, yeah, nothing's running right now because my requesters have been fully stocked up on everything. And there's been stuff for like the tier 12 miner, which I should turn off now. Let's turn all the important ones off. And I guess I didn't even talk about what happened off stream. Well, there's really not much I did off stream. It's roughly 8 hours I played more since off stream, right? Yeah, it was really just repeating everything I did last stream, just over and over and over again, just making sure everything's good. Actually, I'm gonna turn this back to 24 because that's how it was originally. And yeah, this is just here to make sure the loop continues to craft more singularities if it runs out. I turned off the ammonium. Everything else should be good. Technically, I could turn off the navigators now. We should easily have enough. I'm also gonna turn off all the miners. Probably neutronium too. Because, yeah, we really are getting close to the end. And that should be the more important stuff. I guess I could turn off the data ones too. I'll leave this because that's free. Same for, oop. Okay, did not mean to do that. What was the value again? Probably like 3216, I think I had something like that. I'll turn off those. Everything else can be left on. Infinity off. Yeah, let's just quickly show around the base while I request. Actually, I might not be able to request this. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a loop problem. Which one was that? That was the UEV, was it? UEVs, Monic processor. And hopefully this doesn't freak out because it's a loop. It shouldn't. Yeah. And when that finishes, we'll go request everything else. But let's just do a quick look around the base. We're gonna do another look around after I finish. There was, okay, that was really fast. let's request the thing now. 40, go. And honestly, pretty small recipe. It's just requesting a few of the missing ones. I assume mostly the plating and some of the universe data. Yeah, there's really not too much. Wait, why does it look more expensive than I expected? 10, 12. Maybe it's just missing a few of the ships. The tier 9 ships? I think that's what's happening. Yeah, it's got, oh my god, got a craft 34. Thankfully, it's only 900 bytes. Okay, start that. Okay, never mind. Let's start that. But yeah, let's just quickly show around. I did have to giga scale up the wood farm, right? They're running at one take. I did have 2 of them running. It was a little bit of an overkill, so I did turn 1 off. But yeah, here it is. I think we did that on stream last time too. Because, yeah, we ran out of Durine and Phenol kind of last time. Which is crazy, because I've been constantly scaling this stuff up. So I did just go ahead and say, oh, screw it, right? Just give it fat power. Make sure it's running really fast. And I did also go ahead and have to scale up the pyrolyzed oven too. If you have 64 logs coming at one tick, twice, you're gonna have to spend as much, right? So I did have to scale this up too, which I'm gonna turn off now because I've easily built up enough. I'll just leave the bottom 2 on, but yeah. It's really dumb, but it is working. I think technically I did not have to scale this up. And you know what? Let's test that theory real quick. It's 1 tick, 20 charcoal, 1500 wood tar. I'm pretty sure this takes sub tick in. If I grab, it's in my inventory. I'm gonna break that just in case. I am a little scared because it's right next to that. UV 16 amp. Does it go faster because of sub tick logic? And it doesn't. Okay, so I'm gonna have to talk to Onion about that. But there is technically sub tick for machines here. I don't know why it doesn't work for this one specifically. You are ZPM. Let's not blow you up. And by the way, still 0 explosions. We are explosion-free gaming. So quite great. Singularities ran out, but that should be getting crafted as I speak. Causality should be getting... Oh, that's a lot of iridium plates. Okay, that's probably the longest craft here. Everything else should be pretty fast. And let's also check here again. Wait, no, let's not check here. Let's just quick do the continuous looking around the base. I don't think I did too much here. In fact, I don't remember what I did here. I did have to fix something here. Oh, yeah, I ran out of refinery gas, which is actually not good because this is used for the raw gasoline stuff. Yeah, raw gasoline. Same for naphtha and stuff, but like, you do need this for gene gas. So I did notice that. What the hell did I just say? Oh, I did notice that ran out, so I did have to fix that. That was a really easy fix, just to keep the gene gas going. And gene gas we mostly need it for Kyolobus. And that's been continuously building up, so technically I don't need to continue cooking it anymore, but I'll just leave it be, so it's there for the world download. Which, yes, by the way, there is going to be a world download for end of the stream. We'll see. Last stream I was turning on and off even with the ME output bus. Oh, I know what. Yeah. I didn't realize that this recipe, yeah, it was turning on and off because it uses water. I didn't realize that. So all I had to do was just add a stocking hatch using water. That was it. Really simple fix. Make the biggest... No, I feel like that's going to crash. I'm scared. Or cause extra lag. Okay, that's for the data. Why are you stuck on computer monitor? What? Oh, the assembly's stuck on crafting iridium plates? Or not? Of course, it's that thing again where I check the recipe and it just finishes in front of my face. Great. Looks like this is finishing up. It's all on the last steps. And yeah, let's continue looking around. I did have to turn off... Well, I didn't have to. I mentioned earlier that I was turning off stuff to figure out the lag. Alright? This was one of the stuff I turned off to see, you know, oh, maybe it's freaking out because of the drawers, but no, that was not the case. And I did unhook all of these bottom ass lines because I didn't want to do UEV 16 amp on all the assembly lines. So I just unhooked the bottom ones. And yeah, there's honestly not too much to look over other than making sure to add a few more gems to cut, which I didn't do here. I did move all the gems to here last time, right? And I did just add the perfect ones here, replace this with lubricant, just to make sure I'm not running out of a few things. Because yeah, I was running out of fluorine, which I still am. This was up to 1 mil, now it's down to 500k. Actually, it was up to like 2 mil at 1.2. Now it's just down. We should be good for today. It is going up 1k every few seconds, that's good. Yeah, tritium's never been a problem since I scaled up the distillation. Activated netherite and ultimate material did go really low at one point. Thankfully, this is really easy to fix because I can just add it to our assembler, and it's not the fastest. Which yeah, let's request it right now just to show. I think I did show it on stream too, but it is 30 seconds per 1,000, and that can hold up other recipes for half a minute if it's doing materials constantly. So I did have it not on a requester, or I do have it here. I did turn it off just so it's not clogging it up. But other than that, it was really just a simple set up the requester, which we did on stream last time, right? And just let things craft. That was really it. And because we had a relatively solid foundations for a few things, and that's kind of scaring me. 1 second. I gotta figure that out. Omnic Forge. What? Are you stuck on Omnic Forge? Interesting. You think there was a recipe conflict? I doubt there was a recipe conflict. Surely they wouldn't be that evil, right? UXB recipe. Oh, it's a UXB recipe, but it shouldn't still get stuck on the singularity. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. Turn off the sifter. We're gonna do this a few times today. Grab the UIV hatches. We're gonna come up to the top area. Turn you off. Make sure you're paused. Let's just quickly grab some old hatches. A UIV 4 amp, UIV. Make sure both are UIVs. All right. Now you're doing UXV recipe. Great. Yay. There you go. Oh my god, that's gonna take 40 years. Okay. I'm gonna grab, you know what? I think we have extra, so it's doing the loop. And yeah, technically it's stuck on the singularities too, so let's just quickly take out you only go into that thing, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna take that out. Oh, it didn't get stuck, right? I just want to make sure. This uses iridium plate, UHV sensor, UEVs. Yeah, they're in there. So I don't know why those got stuck. That's scaring me. Hopefully it's not stuck. Oh, yeah, there we go. 704. That's really weird. Maybe it only looked into certain first few items. Okay, but I'm gonna request, assuming we have the containers now. Oh, it's still not stuck up. Why? Yeah, I know you're waiting for the long ass recipe. Oh god. Where is it? Containers. You guys should be crafting the containers. Oh, I think it got stuck in that loop. Yep. Alright, so we have to do that fix again. And that's why we added this fix last time. So the sensor is there, the emitter is not there, so I'm gonna request. I think we need one field generator, right? To craft another, yeah. I'm gonna craft two UEV emitters. Oh, right, and to do this fix. Yep. Oh, I was hoping it would never get stuck again, but I'll just do this for hopefully the last time ever. Use the worst tier of circuits one more time. This shouldn't take too long. Yeah, I did book trick this just so it doesn't keep using this worst circuits. You're stuck on liquid americium. Are you on the fusion? Yeah. Which, yeah, by the way, I did change this to a subnet. And oh god, now you're doing the long ingot, which I don't know why I didn't pre-cook. Okay, now I can cancel that. Wait for the emitters, and they're already here. Now you request this. What? Oh, is it already? Oh yeah, I already crafted that. Now it should disappear, yeah. Now I should be keeping the loop again. There it goes. Empty container. Really stupid. And after we see the containers come in, we can request the UIV 16 amp. Before that's going on though. Oh, it already started itself. Okay. You shouldn't have. Yep. It's got some recipes clogged in. And I don't think the top one's UXV, right? Yeah, it's also UEV. So we'll just wait. Technically, I could grab the UIV hatches from here because this one's a 16 amp. But we'll just wait a bit because we should have plenty of time today, as I mentioned. You know what? While I'm waiting on this, I do have to add a few patterns too. So that is not the final item, right? There's still a ton of missing slots. And one of them is all the infinity tools. So let's go ahead and pattern all of them, and that should be pretty easy. Oh, they're ultimate crafting. Okay, it's gonna be a little less easy, but it should be not too hard. I think we need every single one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5, and I think there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So, yep. Let's just go ahead, and we're gonna do that. And we'll toss it into our bookkeeper. Because we're just going to do it by hand. We're not going to do the ultimate way. And then these all use ultimate tools from, I think, Moni Labs. And is that all? No. What is bro cooking? Yo, no. Yo, what up? I think I have to add everything from here. I think that's everything I'm missing. Let me see. All the dents. Yeah, 6 dents and 1 reinforced. And it should just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's 6 and these guys. Which is, oh my god, it's leading to even more recipes. There we go. Just add all of them. Oh, that's really random. I guess we'll use the implosion. It's actually really random. Wait, you know what? No, that looks worse. Do we have obsidian plate? I don't think we have obsidian plate. Yeah, there's 2. Okay, I guess we're doing compression. Into bender on, what's that, 9? Yes, on 9. And we do have other plates too. We just added that one. And then all the number 9 circuits. And I don't know if I have all of these plates. It seems like I do have all of them. Yeah, they're the common materials. That's not too bad. Enriched Cenarium. That's random. Has singularities stocked up? Yes, so I can request the UIV 16 amp. Okay, if I can type. Thank you. And this should be a little bit of holmium and ammonium, but shouldn't matter. Which, by the way, I do still have 3 remaining ships. I think I am going to be a little low on ammonium. That's why I crafted 3 extra, just in case. That was really fast craft. This guy's not crafting. Come down here and replace this to UIV 16 amp. Make sure it's UIV. And return all the items back so you can start. Let's try to pause it and then put it in. Hopefully it does like 4 at a time. Yeah, 4 at a time. That's at least 4 times faster. It's still gonna be giga slow, but all's good. Bro, stop watching this. Yo. You're not gonna understand, man. Hi DJ Mix, hi TJ Tech Team. Wasn't catching up in chat. Why not just power dump the GT Energy Cube? Wait. GT Energy Cube. I'm not sure. So the power overflow doesn't kill machine? Oh, you mean... No, it still explodes. They changed it. My bad? No, man. You're all good. Wait, let me see. Yeah. So I did just add all the recipes, hopefully, for the Infinity Tool. So let's just request 1 and see. Alright, we're missing blue alloy. I think that's a new one. Yep. That's probably, yeah, just a very simple... Wait, electrotine? Do we have electrotine? We do, okay. From where? I don't remember... Oh, it's in Nether. Okay, so it's probably just got mined up at one point from our miner. So that's not bad. Alright, let's request 1 Infinity Tool. Let's see if it goes. Hopefully I didn't toss it in one of the wrong bender ones. Looks like it's really fast. And yeah, it seems like it's crafting the ultimate core, which was the recipe I was worried about. Oh, yep, that's good. Okay, and did I toss that here? I did. Nope. This one. Oh, they don't stack. And all in here. There you go. Oh, they don't get consumed. Amazing. There's one. And we'll just request it for all four. Because that's not expensive at all. There. That should be going now. It only scratched our infinity supply. Wait, am I late? Nope, I'm still doing it. I'm mostly waiting on this recipe. This is probably gonna longest recipe for now. And yeah, let's take out a few of the cells just so it does the other stuck recipes. Yeah, there we go. Instantly finish them. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? We gotta do this. I'm gonna take out all the singularities again. Right? We're gonna take all the basic ones and just move it up lighter to here for now. We're gonna, yeah, you're doing activated nether, right? Which I guess we'll just stop for now. Make sure it's stopped. Just toss it right there. Probably want a bigger one. Which of course, oh yeah, we do have, nice. Just so, you know, this guy's not struggling trying to craft the long recipe and the small recipes. There you go. Are you good now? Oh, yep. Now it should be good. Oh, yeah, it's just finishing extremely fast. Okay, now you should be just set for that recipe only. Your lady's been cooking. Let's check this chest. Yep, it's got a bunch of junk. Let's be careful to only craft 8 of each tool, so ultimate. Can I actually just... Oh, no, I can't. I'm gonna just do this. And what was the... what did we finish? We finished the screwdriver, so just don't make the screwdriver. Ultimate file, that's not a screwdriver. Just put 8 in there, so it only finishes 8. Ultimate hammer. Ultimate wrench. And ultimate wire cutter. Now you should give me everything. Oh my god. Everything for that. Ultimate or infinity file. Infinity wrench. Infinity wire cutter. Infinity hammer. And that should be all the infinity tools. Infinity Moni. And we'll start putting them here. So wire cutter. Hammer. Like so. Alright, and then, oh, that's actually really cheap too. That's, how many of that? 5, 7, 14 infinity plate. And that's the 1 infinity per, yeah? So that's really cheap. Okay, that should be getting close. Or maybe not. I think it's also stuck here because it is also another, yeah, UXV recipe. So maybe we can craft another 16 amp. And I do need another simple energy hatch to overclock it to UXV. So the plate's finished. We'll go place that in here. The file's in the wrong place. Oh, okay, yeah. That's a simple fix. Okay. And then... Now we're getting pretty close. What's just finished? All the UIV parts. So we'll go up here. Make sure to pause it. It's gonna take out all these hatches. They are UEVs. UIV 16s. UIV. Make sure it's UIV. UIV. There you go. You should have started. Oh, yeah, 16 and 40 seconds. That's the same as this guy. Pretty slow, but only gotta do it once. Alright, and then what are we missing? Are we missing? Yeah, we're missing the creative energy data. We only need 3 more because we did already make 1 for our first one. And I did go ahead and craft the laser source hatches, which is used for this. And this should be a really fast recipe, because we already have the tier 11 stocked up. So it's only 659k byte recipe. So let's go ahead and request that too. That's probably gonna get stuck at, yeah, this recipe until it finishes doing all the plates here. And we also need to do, we should have gotten, yeah, we got a few of the causality plates. Let's also add the max machine hall, which is gonna go in the center of our thing, yep. So let's start patterning that. And we will probably craft it just by hand, so we'll just toss it in our book guy again. Okay, that's just monium wires. Just gonna add it all here. 2x and 8x. And we already got this done. That's added. Holmium 16x. Okay, that's random. What else? Max machine casing, which is, yep, another one of these. It probably doesn't consume this. I would assume it doesn't consume it, so let's just do that in there. Oh, the 16x goes up in here. And this is probably gonna be mixing a few moniums. Yes. How many? And we can probably easily tell if we just take out this recipe and then request it again. Hall. Okay, it doesn't tell me. Never mind. Let's go back up here, add this guy back. We're gonna request. Well, I think we're done with tier 12s, right? The only use we have for tier 12 is either monium or the plates. We got all the plates we needed crafting, so we'll just send them all 3 for monium. 196 to 64 times 3, 192. That should be really fast. Well, not fast because of you again. It's all down to this guy. We're gonna take out. Which guy is it? It's one of the guys here. Oh wait, no, it's done. Oh, it might just be done. All right. Yeah, 1 creative energy hatch or energy data. Yeah. You got the titanium loop. Yeah. All right, doing 2 peril. Oh yeah, it's not taking the ships again because it's looking at the stocking bus. The energy hatch, or again, energy data is finished. So we'll place that right here. And what goes between those two? Oh yeah, the causality. And then in the corners here is the serene. We're gonna keep it not in here for now because we may need more infinity. And then, oh, the max circuits. So hopefully I'm not out of monium. If not, it's not the worst case. We still have so much holmium remaining, which, by the way, I should take this out because that is the thing I was using to control how many holmium I have, right? Just so it doesn't craft more, because I should be fine on holmium. Okay, the moniums just came in, so let's request max machine hall. And okay, I guess we're gonna just do that by hand. Let's no, I'll do the 1x wire by autocraft, but we'll do the circuits by hand. Wire. And then it was like some UEVs, right? I'll just press like 32. Then max machine hall is requestable. Harmonium took a pretty big hit, but we should be fine. And I think I just saw 4 disappear after. It should be crafting more containers because it just ran out. Yep. So that is working. And let's just see it go. Oh yeah, the it's crafting another infinity wrench, isn't it? Yeah, don't request another infinity wrench. We already have one. Max machine hall. Go. Did I stop the wrong thing? I don't think I stopped the wrong thing, right? Just making sure. Oh, it already. Well, guess we have another. No, we don't need to craft it. What am I doing? I almost crafted another one. If it consumes it, we can craft it, but I don't think it does. So we'll just leave it be. Just make sure you're crafting. Is it on its last one? No. But it should be crafting up here. Yep. It shouldn't take too long. Should be fine. Yeah. Hey, but I think I over-prepared. I think I genuinely prepared too much. We'll see. Because like I was just letting Monium and Homium build up, and at a certain point I just noticed like, wait, if I'm building up the Monium now, I just need 10, 12 ships, right? For the plating. Yeah, that's kind of the point I got to, and that's kind of when I stopped, just waiting for the stream. Oh, that's the thing that takes 20 years. Did the causalities finish though? Or is it just stuck? Okay, it's just stuck. Okay, well, we're just waiting for this guy. It's just 40 seconds per, or 10 seconds per one. My god. Gonna let out a hardy. No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. I think I'm. Wait. All right. Well, let's request this processors. It is probably gonna have another looping issue. It's only missing 58. Okay. Oh, I have a feeling it's gonna be slightly out. Wait, no, it shouldn't be because it just said it's only missing the circuits, right? Yeah. Let's see it craft. Okay, and no, let's not see it craft because it's already finished. Okay. How many do we need? 6 more? 1, 2, yeah, 7. 6 more. Go. Okay, man. 32 more of you. Yeah, I guess we don't need to watch it craft because it's really fast. Yeah, that's like 1 second per set. Alright, 6 more, go. What? How are you missing more? Stop! Oh, okay, it's barely taking a hit, because it is only UEV tier, so... Alright, is it good now? What? Okay, 32 more, half a stack more. Okay. Go. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, we are low on Monium, but I think that's all. We got the hull going. Oh, we're missing the middle too. Oh, it's causality? Wait. Wait, what am I missing down here? So is this finished? Okay, that is finished. Here? Are you gonna get consumed? No. I tossed that back in. Alright, and it should have accepted it. Yep, so it's just waiting on the plating. Both are waiting. Okay, I'm gonna put the infinity wrench back in. I am missing 4 rows of items here, and that is... Oh, okay, that's also the circuits. And then the 4 is the Serene, Causality, Max Hull. And that's the end. Maybe I did over-prepare for the stream. Alright, I did not realize I was this close to the end. I thought, okay, I thought I was gonna be like, oh, I'm like a few stacks off on Monium, so we gotta craft the ships again. Maybe I thought I was gonna be out of Homium. Because, you know, this Inside guy, he was like, you need 30k Homium for the chest. So I was like freaking out, like, oh man, I didn't realize it was that many. And I did the math, and I did kind of see where the Homium could be going to. Just finish that. But I think because I crafted the ships and Monium beforehand, that like the Homium barely got scratched. But yeah, there's the middle piece. What was I missing on the sides here again? Oh, Causality. I keep forgetting. Which, yeah, it should be. What are you waiting on? What are you still going? How are you still going? And then what are you stuck on? The max mainframe? Huh? Oh, it's just basic recipes. Okay, that seems like it's not gonna take too long. Crafting infinity ingot. Don't we have infinity ingot? Nope. Okay, we actually use them all. And that should be finishing up soon too. Yeah, Dormant's in here. Oh, I know why. Oh yeah, the serene resetting is on the bottom guy, which is... Wait, it just went? Okay, the causality's finished, so that should mean... Yep, this guy's crafting the last set of causality. And the infinity should be finishing up too for the Monium mainframe. You're stuck on quantum SOC wafers. I assume that's the laser engraver, right? No? Is it the cutter? Is it the circuit assembler? What is it? It is the laser engraver. It just finished. Is it the curse again? I go to check and it's... Wait. Oh. Let me guess. UXV? No, it's UV. What? It's clean room recipe. Alright. Okay, that should be the last item remaining though, right? Just quickly fill in all of this. Yep, perfect fit. Quantum, nope, not in here. Quantum SOC wafer. Oh, don't tell me it just... No, that's only that. Quantum SOC wafer. Are you not distinct? Oh, okay. Well, surely we don't run out of item because of that, right? No, I think it is really cheap. Is it just a universal fuel? It is. Okay, that's like nothing. All right, that's a super simple fix that we don't have to worry about, right? And it's probably gotta craft the bules, yeah, which is crafting the organism. Then as soon as I see this guy requesting, I can cancel it. Okay, I know the bules take a little bit in the RHF. But this should be it. There is 32 quantum wafers in 30 seconds. And as soon as that finishes, it's got to craft the quantum chips, which I believe is done in... Okay, the color, and then the circuit assembler, so we can kind of follow along. Because of distinct bus, yeah. Alright, it's finished, so let's come over to the cutter. Only 6 seconds here. Run to the circuit assembler. Okay, 15 seconds, it's a bit. And it should do it like 3-ish times. We're gonna wait a little more, but we are finishing up. Go faster. Last set. And we'll go up here to watch. Oh my god, it's also 15 seconds each. And this is already on max speed, so this should be the final set of items, and we might be able to just say unblocking and push everything in there, so maybe it parallels now. Okay. Wait, didn't it just do 15 seconds for one? Did I just slow it down? I think I slowed it down. What? Okay, man. Well, I guess we gotta wait half an extra minute. I think that is a small bug with parallel. Which I did notice here and there, but it does use less power. Look at that. Instead of using full OPV, so I think that is a bug, but it is finishing up now. Just stare at this guy. this beautiful multi-block, which I put it up on its back. And this should be it. Auto crafting complete. Max circuits in. And the only items remaining is the Serene Catalyst, which is in our EBF. And finally, the Omnic Data, the first endgame item we got. And there we have the Creative Chest. Quest complete. I'm gonna screenshot this moment. And, well, I guess we overprepared. GG's, we're done. That was the final quest, which, oh, it's lagging now. Final quest of the pack. You win, congratulations. Hope you enjoyed playing Monifactory. And yeah, that's it for Monifactory hard mode. That is the final item, because with this item, you can get anything you want. So we'll just grab a storage bus. Some cables. Right? And let's just go and toss in this item in there. And yeah, there you go. Certificate of not being a noob anymore. We don't have to craft this recipe. A casual, how long is that? 3 hours on max circuit. Because we are technically creative, half creative. We're done. Time to make a gigabyte crafting CPU. No, it's gonna crash the world, man. But yeah, we are actually officially done. We can spawn anything in. Create creative tank. Oh, hard mode creative tank. A little cursed, but yeah, we can grab some creative tanks. If you want to play normal mode now, there we go. Like we got tank access. But yeah, you should bust a 16. Okay, yeah, let's do that. 16 amp max energy hatch. There we go. Yeah, you want that? We can grab max 16 amp hatch. Let's go up to here. And let's just replace this guy. Max 16 amp. Is it gonna blow up? I hope it doesn't blow up. It doesn't blow up. Oh right, there's a bug. You can't open the controller, but we can request. What's a thing that takes forever to make? I'm not too sure. Oh, ultimate material, obviously. Let's see how fast it is. Wait, that's pretty slow. Wait, what? Okay, that's slower than I expected. But yeah, there we go. We are officially finished. And yeah, we are gonna do a quick tour of the base now that we are finished. It's time to look back on everything we did this series. Yes. And this is the reason I've been not replacing as much old stuff as possible, because I did want to look back on a few things. And yeah, let's just do that. And here is here is our measly old area, which yes, we did not replace. It is still the same as ever. Oh my god, I don't want to look at that. don't look at that. Yeah, this is where we started our first part of the base. Our very old steam machine, where yeah, it was up here. Oh yeah, we actually still have the old compressor. This was where the first line was. I still remember. This was our first, I think this was our first chest. There was one here. I don't know why I broke it. Probably to put stuff in ME. And I remember we had the furnace right here and such. But yeah, it's still left here. The ghetto furnace is still here too, with the pipings. I don't know why that's going into the ground, but it's still left here. The good old coal compressed fire clay, which I think I overmade. I think this was for the coke oven, right? No, it was for the PBF. Okay, yeah, all left here. Our first snad farm. And I still don't know why I made this cobble platform, because yeah, in the end, we just made a new base. Which yeah, it has grown quite a lot since the first floor. And I didn't really have a plan for this base. I just built the first floor, built second, third, and then I realized, you know, it's really small base, right? I'm gonna need more space, so I started planning out this circular thing, building bigger and bigger, and it did kind of become half lawn at a certain point, but I think in the end it turned out pretty okay. Um, yeah, I didn't really do a good base design this time around, but I think it's okay. Yeah, let's continue looking around because after the all the LV machines, I did make this ghetto platform, right? And then set up the MV machines here, and they are still left here. They have the conduits, not all of them for some reason, below, leading to our ME interface, which is snaking around the base. Because yeah, this was also the first spot we set up the ME, which I don't know why I didn't move all of these drives over, but they are just here now. But yeah, we did not touch them. They're still here, intact, and I did just grow it more. I really needed to grow it more, which is so scary. Like, look at these. These are like 1 mil, 4 mil. They're filling up, and you can probably tell the culprit. Let's see. Yeah, it's just everything from the actualization. So that's kind of funny. They've been just filling up constantly. Um, and the piping is all leading to our very old ore proc, which I'm surprised how good these guys are. They are really good. Like even early game, right? Do I have any ore I can test on? Yeah, just test them like snow chested, right? They're crazy good compared to your Steam Age tier, right? And that is being done by this guy here, still, the steam boiler, which we set up with the laser IO. And yeah, I wish I used more laser IO in the pack, but there was really no need to. AE is just so good, especially when there's no channel. But yeah, this turned out to be a really good investment. The centrifuge was less good, but it still gave us a ton of stuff, which we have this contraption of a thing here, but that turned out pretty okay. This guy was also amazing, the alloy smelter. And yeah, we did grow out all this stuff here and decided to move to our new base. Once we started getting into a little bit after MV, because we just needed more space and a proper base, not a lawn base on grass. And we started growing things here, which, yeah, we still have our first cobbleworks. Technically, we first set it up here, but yeah, we still have the water and the lava, which is now obsidian. But I did move it here, right? And yeah, it's still kind of running. I think it is actually running, so like, if I take it out, it's still hooked up to AE, which, okay, it's a little hard to tell, but it should be hooked up to AE through our main, yeah, controller. And yeah, this was surprisingly a really nice setup for easy oxygen, which stopped at certain point because it filled up on silicon, but that's fine. Really old setup that worked well for us. Our very first, very ghetto polyethylene setup, which has also been good for us. It did stop now because of oxygen. And our first clean room, and well, we'll call this an array of MV machine. It's it's a really small setup. I didn't really build out the MVs here. HVs, we did scale up on decent amount. Even if it's not parallel, I didn't find a use for too many parallels, right? So I just had like one wire mill, one bender. As long as they were constantly running, you know, I never really needed to scale up more than one using P2Ps. And yeah, this turned out to be enough for us. And then here is our very old rutile setup, which I think stopped at certain point. It might have gotten stuck, yeah, somewhere here. But it does still run. I don't know why the magnesium. Oh, it might have happened when the rutile ran out. But yeah, it does kind of still work. And that got us into EV age. And we did have a EBF array here, which, yeah, I tore it down because I needed more space. And I probably shouldn't have tore it down because this could have easily gone somewhere else. I don't remember why, but yeah, it was here. Now it's taken down. And yeah, this was also the area that kind of came after. The pyrolyze was here for a while, which is making it stopped now, which I assume is because, yeah, this guy ran out of power for some reason. But it was making biomass for us, right? Fermented biomass, because that was really good source of general chem. And it has been really good in the end. Denali already, yeah. Currently has content of PHP. Oh, you're talking about a different pack? I'll talk about that. Vibrant alloy is such a cool color. Yeah, it's good. But yeah, this was really good. And biomass, honestly, the goat. Like, what can I say? It gives so much good stuff. Ethanol, methanol, methane, good for hydrogen, ammonia, carbon dioxide, which surprisingly turned out to be pretty decent. Because this just goes into other stuff, which we do need a decent bit of. So that was really good. Yeah, I did craft like a little bit of methanol too when I ran out. I think this was the recipe I used. Surprisingly really good LV setup. And yeah, this area is now covered by this pyrolyzed oven, but we can ignore that guy. Because yeah, after that we got into HV, where we started setting up some distillation stuff for fertilizer and just basic chem, which probably stopped at a certain point. And I assume that's because this guy stopped, yep. And I didn't really fix it, but and feel free to fix it if you want. And yeah, that's when we started getting into cetane fuel, because we just needed more power. We had the steam boiler set up here, which has been taken down because lag. I still have the boilers, but I took down the turbines, right? Boilers, I still need it just for a small usage of steam. But yeah, that was really good for us. And then cetane fuel turned out to be really good too. We did use pumpkins, which I moved up here now since I needed wood. But we were using these guys to autocraft pumpkins to seeds and then change that into seed oil, right? Yep. And that is when we started building up to second floor, because for HV we just needed more space for petrochem, which was done on this plotted land. And same for just setting up the cetane fuel line, which is just right here using 4 LCRs. Yeah, that was around the time we also got LCRs, which we abused quite hard. Quite hard. And yeah, this was a little bit of a sin I did early on, but hey, you know what? In the end, it didn't really matter. Because I did have to set up the passives eventually anyways, right? So like we did do a little bit of a sinful setup, and in the end we did have to fix a little bit of that. But yeah, it did grow here too. But that's more of an end game section, right? Because for late game chapter, my god, like I needed way too much stuff, man. And if you check the Moni Discord at all, there are a few people getting into endgame on hard and expert mode, so we should see we should see more people struggle with endgame soon. So that's gonna be pretty fun to watch. You know, totally non-masochistic, but yep. So there's that. And the petrochem turned out to be pretty okay too. You know, we barely touched the setup. This was like the measly distillation tower we used first time. I think I took out the ender tank at one point. Yeah, but we did use an ender tank on the input hatch here, which has been going pretty strong, but we did just need to scale it up for the Omega endgame. In the end, turned out to be pretty good. Single LCR is easily enough. Wow, this guy runs on EV. Oh no, he's on ZPM, but he's just sub-picking. But yeah, that was really good. Probably still got a ton of benzene in here, I assume. Oh, surprisingly not much. Yeah, I assume most of the benzene came from wood, and I think it did. But that was a ton of good stuff we got. Merge all your CPUs, no. And we did set up some ghetto things here, which was mostly, yeah, it was really bad. It's just wood tar and stuff, right? I think, yeah, coal tar, and I think this guy's wood tar. I don't even know why I did this setup. It's just not worth it, but I just needed more benzene at a certain point. And here we have some air distillation, which didn't turn out to be enough for the endgame, but it did work well for us. And we also have the normal air right here. Yep. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this floor. There is the EV and IV setup, which we started at a certain point, right? And they're pretty ghetto. I still left the provider for some. Yeah, this is really bad, but hey, in the end, you know, gotta use your old machines. You can't just let them be. Oh god, yeah, it's really bad, but pretty okay. Didn't you struggle with refined gas? Kind of. I just added a level emitter. I think it stopped at one point because of a small mistake I did. I think it was mostly because the cells filled up, but this fixed it. But yeah, this was also our first tungsten setup, which has gone strong, really strong. I did just have to remove an extractor that was here somewhere, moved it to a general extractor. But yeah, this guy, all I really had to do to make it stronger for endgame was give it more power in parallel, and it turned out to be just perfect. I did change this to stocking patches at one point, and yeah, it went really strong. Tungsten, I didn't need a ton till the end. I still have mills of it. And that's pretty much it for this floor. Oh, I guess we have the ore proc, because after we got to IV, we got our first multi-block, and this was our first multi-block, right? And I was a little upset with it. I remember being upset with it because I thought it would have, some sort of bonus, right? Like, surely it's not just a big single block, but yeah, it is on GT Modern. Uh, really, the only upside is getting to use Stalking Bust and Hatch, and the Parallel, which is the biggest part. But even in early game, you really only get access to the 4x, which is not the absolute greatest. But, it turned out to be pretty okay once we started going towards LUV to get the 16x, and that's when it scaled up really big time. Just gave a ton of power in parallel to your ore proc as much as possible, right? We even have, yeah, this guy is the only multi-block in the end that I used 4096 parallel on. It was big worth. And then we have the ore washer here with a lot of power too. And parallel, same for the thermal centrifuges, which we made 2 in the end. 1 was not enough, because these guys are half the speed of the washer, so I did have to make 2. We also have 2 centrifuges for general centrifuging. One's for like the pure powder, which yeah, we did use this interesting trick in the end, using tag storage bus and stocking bus, and that was really good. I think if I ever did GTM playthrough again, which will definitely come in the future, this is a really nice trick to know. Just for general electrolyzing or washing and just ore proc stuff. So that turned out to be really good. And then I think that's truly the end. There are like other machines here, but that was for like the later parts of the game, right? So I did have like general distillation here. We had to do a little bit of an extension here, which technically wasn't really needed. But we added like the general electrolyzer, which has a ton of junk. And it just kind of always runs just electrolyzing stuff. More electrolyzers. One for the super endgame where we needed too much hydrogen. And then one for pretty much permanently doing salt water. And just other junk after that. Like the sifter, distillation water, and so on. These guys never really ran. Yeah, I set up and just never ran them, because in the end we didn't really use them. You really only need one ore procking machine, right? The one macerator, and that was just enough. But yeah, that turned out to be pretty okay. This extension, even if not used much, I did use it for the general rock crushing at one point, because we just needed too much fluorine, and really the only way to scale it up easy was using the deep slate powder, right? Because this gives us a biotype, which I'm not going to go through, but yeah. And this kept up pretty strong. At one of the stream, I remember scaling up to 1024, and that happened to be enough. Just giving it a little more power after that. Same for the macerator to match the speed. And yeah, even now, fluorine is pretty strong. Probably in the end, I burned through like good 6 mil, 8 mil of fluorine gas. It's really dumb, but yeah, you do use a ton of fluorine for this game. And let me sleep real quick so there's no rain. Did you finish already? Yep, we finished. I'm just doing a base tour. But yeah, that turned out to be pretty nice. And then that should actually be it for this floor. Yeah, we did the gas collector here. Oh, and the failed ore proc never happened. Never needed it. This trick, it just works. And yeah, let's just move up. Oh, and we did abuse requesters at the start, which they did nerf recipes for, right? Now requester uses LUV components, but I think that really wouldn't have stopped me from just abusing crafting cards like I'm doing here. So I guess a little nice QOL. But yeah, requesters did get nerfed at one point. And after IV, where we started getting multi-blocks, I needed to scale up the base even more, right? Because once you get into IV is when you get into multi-block madness. I think that is what the quest book calls it, which should be right here. Here, yeah, multi-block madness. Is this is where you unlock pretty much every multi-block in the game for just the general stuff. Not every multi-block, but general multi-blocks. So we started scaling up here, wire factory, extrusion, and this was a little bit of a mess. I don't think this is a good idea. Don't do them like in a plot. Try to do them all in one nice line. This was way too messy. But hey, that's fine. And let me catch up on chat. Didn't you struggle with refining? I read that. Your normal mode base was so bare bones. Dude, I had to scale up so much after endgame. It's so crazy. Tungsten Naquata was non-stop. Yeah, Naquata, right? Once we finish all the multi-blocks here, the thing to get into LUV deep, roughly around there. I think that was, yeah, around there where you need to do the quota processing, which goes into late game chapter. Yeah, right here. So after you get HSSG coil, you gotta make the tier 5 miner, right? Using iridium and such. Which, yeah, on-demand plotline. I think we still have the patterns somewhere, maybe. Okay, no, we replaced it at one point. Oh, we still have like the signs of an on-demand plotline. Well, in the end, it turned out okay, right? Because they give you access to these nice ores, right? Which you can get through like tier 4 miners, and then oh, you get a ton of iridium and osmium. But there's a one earlier than that, I think. I don't remember it being this one. Maybe it is this one. No, I think I used. No, this is not it. I think I did use this one a lot. But yeah, this turned out to be really good. Yeah, just kind of skipped flatline overall. And then we needed to get into Naquata. And yeah, again, I did have Naquata line here. Maybe I shouldn't have taken it down. Which did do the entire cycle starting Snow Chestite, which is for the hard mode, expert mode. And it does loop a decent amount. And in the end, you go towards here, and yeah, Neocryolite, which is the interesting part, because you use 4 buckets to get back 3.7 buckets back, 3.75. So it is an interesting loop. In the end, I did just use this guy, and I think he is stopped now, because I stopped. Yeah, I did stop one of the steps, because I had too much. Actually, I didn't have too much. Wow, we were cutting pretty close. Yeah, we still have a ton of, like, the fluids and stuff, which... Now that's where I stopped it, right? And yeah, we burned through a ton in the end. I think the Quadria, I probably burned at least 1 mil just into recipes alone. So that's really scary. Yeah, and I think that's about correct, because enriched Naquata is used a lot less. But you get like 1 to 1 of these two. And we probably burned through like a good 0.5 mil of this thing. And we still have 800k remaining, so that should be pretty accurate. But yeah. I needed to increase this so much, and in the end, this guy was running 2,000 Naquata every 9 seconds, I believe. So yeah, you can tell how crazy of Naquata I had to scale up, and we still have 1.7 mil. And yeah, that's kind of it for that. And then when we got into LUV, was when we started building up the AS line, as it's normally called. And yep, the setup is still here. Nice and dandy. And we did use P2P pattern more starting then, because that's when you really need to scale up for the future, right? You have to make sure to prepare for many upcoming patterns that will be used. And in the end, I only used 3, and most of the patterns did get moved up to here, but I think it was still a very good practice. I mean, it's just a good practice in general to try to parallel your things. But yeah, this makes it really easy to just parallel all your patterns to many assembly lines using these P2Ps, which, yeah, it is disconnected right now, but it is also up here where they all lead to the same P2Ps. So you can run some pattern on many machines, and that turns out to be really good. And then after that was just starting general LUV and ZPM things, right? We have the data bank here. And then before the data bank, which, yeah, I did leave here. We do have the creative data hatch, but we didn't need this for the late game. Yeah, they still have all the data stuff. But moving into LUV and ZPM is, you know, you need more space, and this is where the circular part of the base starts. And yeah, we have our fusions left here mostly intact. it is still kind of broken down, but yeah, they still have like their ghetto hatches and such. And yeah, in the end, needed a pretty big fusion setup, right? Hard mode, you just need too much in the end game. Oh god, what happened to the stream? It says chat disconnected, successfully connected. I think we're good. Can anyone confirm? But yeah, Fusion Mark IIs. I did have to take down a few stuff because I just wanted the hatches back. Fine for me. Okay, seems fine. Can you see this? Yes. uh, yeah. Mark III, Mark II. We made 3 of. Mark III. We did have 4. They are all taken down because I needed the casings back for the helical fusion. Yeah, they're all out because Mark III looks like this, right? Casing is also used for the helical, and you need a ton, surprisingly. So yeah, they went into that. This also used some, but I mean that's little at that point, right? Um, but yeah, after that was pretty much getting all the computer stuff, which is pretty interesting. This is the first time I did have to do this myself, because Scorpion did it for us in GT&H, but GT Modern makes it really easy. You just have a research station. You have a computer that gives CWT and yeah, CWT, and you just hook it up and run it. No minigame, no anything. Just put stuff in here. And yeah, I did have to set up PCB coolant. Because yeah, computers, they heat up, you gotta cool it down. And yeah, we still have the mixers down here for it. And then all the chemicals I did do down here somewhere. It's a little messy. So I'm not gonna go through the LCRs, but I guess if you want to look at them, you can look at them after the world download. And then, yeah, these research station is, after that is when you start unlocking the big cool machines, right? Oh, not the correct chapter. Right here, yeah. You research, well, yeah, after you research, you get sterile stuff, and then the Mark IIs, or Mark IIs, then sterile, and then such. But yeah, after that is when we got the massive EBF and the freezer, which, yeah, we still have the first one left here. It's been running less. I did still have like providers here for very basic stuff, but yeah, I just left it here just for the look's sake. You know, it's still here. But yeah, we did grow it out and made more in the top area. And then we still have our OG bulk freezer here, which I did leave this sign at certain point because I was like, I needed to move around the storage buses. I didn't want to lose the data because you can still like, oh, copy paste, right? So I did just leave the signs around. But yeah, it went pretty strong. At a certain point, I just replaced it with a subnet so it's more consistent. And just more setups here. But yeah, the good stuff. This is, you know, where you start to scale up super fast. You just spend even more power and parallel. Yeah. And then we also made the XLCR at certain point. In the end, it was pretty meh, I'd say. You know, LCRs have subtick, so it's not like this is extra bonus by much. But I did try to utilize it as much as I can, trying to not have recipe conflicts. And surprisingly, I barely had recipe conflict with this setup. And yeah, we still have like all the circuit boards in here. And that turned out to be pretty okay. I don't know. I don't think I'd be making too many of this next time I play, but it's pretty aight. And then, yeah, we scaled up even more above. And this is kind of going back slightly, but we did have to set up a small line here for biomass. Just for our very messy sterile room, which is just right here. Yeah, it's really bad. And personally, these could have been single block, I think. They definitely didn't need to be multi-block. But we made the room big, right? So might as well use all the space. So set up all the LCRs. We struggled a bit with this, oh yeah, brewery speed, distillery speed, right? Because you can't have both of them. They use muffler. So you gotta use single block for that. And yeah, I did struggle at a certain point. I did need more of these guys in the end game. You may have noticed these are all UV and I have creative data here now, or creative energy now. Yeah, that was one thing I struggled off stream, but I just scaled it up. You know, at a certain point, it's so easy to scale up things. Just hooking up the creative power and some machine to it. So yeah, that was really easy to do. You'll notice like all of these have extra power 2, UV16, just so I could make sure that I don't run out of this stuff. Because the amount of wet wares I needed for the endgame was insane. And yeah, it was quite nuts. But surprisingly, this was enough. Didn't need to scale up too much. Multi-blocks do make it really easy to scale up in the end, right? Just add a better hatch. And parallels if you need to, which I don't think... Yeah, I didn't even bother adding parallel, which I don't know why. I guess I kind of forgot. But yeah, I did add a UHV fluid heater here. Because that's when it hits 1 tick recipe. Yeah, right here, right? Just for the memes. But that turned out to be pretty okay. And then we got the cool stuff. And then late into ZPM is where we got into all this side of the quest book. And this was pretty surprising because like after this, getting into endgame chapter wasn't too hard, right? After you get Cryocus, which is around when we... Actually, no, it was way before. It was when we got the assembly line. That was when we scaled up the Void solar farm by a ton. Which now it's all barren. There's nothing, it's just the husk. I still have the conduit here for some reason, but this turned out to be pretty nice source of power for our mode. Expert mode doesn't get it, but actually, that's a lie. Expert mode still gets solar, but the GT solars, it's the same recipe. But yeah, this turned out to be really good. We did have TPS issues from this part of the base, but that's completely fine. We managed through. Oh, and yeah, at a certain point, I did also set up the ore duplicator using the large miner, right? Which Onion did confirm is intended, so that's good. Yeah, the large miners we set up because they have a property of duplicating more crushed ores than Macerator, right? When you break a full block of ore. And it's not a loop, so it's not like actually duplicating, it's just multiplying the ore. And we use that mechanic to place down our full block of ores, especially Kaimanite, which I don't know why it's still processing. But yeah, we needed so much trinium for LUV and ZPM that this setup was just so good for it. And it is still here. I did unhook and turn off a few stuff. This thing got stuck at a certain point. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why that got stuck, but there we go, fix that. Really, it's just hooking this up and watching it go, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, it turned out to be a pretty nice area for the void. I didn't really build too much. It's really mostly flat. But I thought it was pretty cool. You missed a lot? Yeah, I'm done. I did move the Skulk setup here at one point, which by the way, I think I showed once, right? Where I said I hooked up the where's my shrinking device? Yeah, the world accelerator. Endgame, you need so much skull core, and they craft relatively slow, so even with like infinite power on these guys. Oh, I didn't know that broke instantly with a punch. Interesting. But yeah, turned out to be pretty good. And yeah, that's really it for the void. So let's go back to the base. Hopefully, you have a wonderful stream. Catch you later. Yeah, bye bye. But yeah, finally we come to our top area, and we honestly didn't build too much here. Earlier in the late game chapter, like we built the discharger here, we built the sterile, but we didn't have anything else here. So like all of these, well, this was here. All of this didn't come here, like all the XLCRs until the end game. But yeah, this we did have to set up for the empowered, which yeah, the patterns are gone now. But like the early game, you have to use the crafting cores, right? Because they have these recipes for the empowered blocks, so they were useful. And there is, yeah, I don't know why I didn't use it. There is a package version which is way faster, by the way. But you know, it is what it is. I thought this setup looked decent. We had a more ghetto version here, but I replaced it with this, with Laser IO. That turned out to be pretty okay. And yeah, that's when we started entering the late game after we got our first moats. And we did need a decent bit of moat. So that took a bit, but it didn't take surprisingly too long. Really, it's a lot of basic with a little more annoying materials here and there. But yeah, it wasn't too bad, I'd say. And we finally come to our endgame area, right? Which is more populated than I expected. It's like a full city now. It's like tiny buildings. You walk through the center road, you just see massive things. And then this is where we started all the massive multi-block scaling and passive lines for the final endgame. So here's our RHFs, which fits quite nicely into our 4 plot, which, yeah, some of them are still going. I could stop them now. But yeah, this guy's been constantly running for activated netherites and such. But yeah, 4 RHF was not enough, so we added 4 more at the top. And that was finally more or less enough. I probably could have added more if I wanted to go even faster, but, you know, I'm chilling on time, so that wasn't too bad. And then, after we got to the top area, we started rushing towards more hearts, right? And then, noticed that to get more hearts, you don't spam this recipe, you gotta do this recipe, because this is just a straight up better recipe, making 8 hearts into 16 hearts, instead of, you know, something to 1. So, we went for that, and to get that, you can't just do it from a normal miner, you have to get the hyperbolic, and that's when we got our first hyperbolic projector, which, yeah, we turned out we needed way more than 1, but that also turned out to be really, really cool, because yeah, that's when we started also getting our first stabilized miners, roughly around there, and yeah, still left in here, into its own subnet. We did have the quote, we have Eye of Horizon at home, like all the miners. Oh, there goes my school email. Gotta happen once a stream, I guess. Yeah, but it's been torn down because I just needed more space, and at certain point, you know, you just get these guys. So there's no point to use the small, puny micro miners right here. Yeah, this guy. So we did replace them in the end, but I do still have the subnet active because they are being used for all of these guys, which I'll show in a moment. And yeah, that turned out to be really, really, really nice. Surprisingly, you know, getting infinite of these materials are pretty good, and they are quite needed for the end game because I did have to run many of all of them. Well, a few of them I didn't need to run too many. Mostly this guy I didn't need to run too many of, but like other stuff I needed to run a decent bit of. Actually, this guy technically I didn't run too many too. I mostly ran it for just this one, for the redstone. But yeah, I did talk about it last stream. We did find a better redstone recipe using this one, but it is what it is. But yeah, it just kept on scaling. We got our Omnic Forge after getting our nice set of hearts. I think I got the Omnic Forge before the Hyperbolic. I'm pretty sure. Actually, yeah, I think you have to. But yeah, we got the Omnic Forge. I believe we did it on stream too, so that should be there. And then use this really ghetto thing. In the end, I stopped it because there is just a stellar data recipe from stabilized mining, which yeah, it built up a ton. But yeah, that was really cool. And then 2 processor actualization stuff, right, from the stabilized miners. We did have to start scaling up our actualization, which yeah, I did try to do it on demand, and that was okay at the start. But at certain point, you just need so many of them. So we did slowly make them passive here. Just make it always run. And you know, 1 row wasn't not enough, so add 2 rows. 2 is not enough, add 2 more row. And it did grow out to be pretty big. And some of them are running at high power too. Yeah, this guy's running at UEV 16, this guy's at UV 16. But yeah, in the end, it needed a good amount of them. And then we're getting pretty close to the end, because after that was just hyperbolic fusion, which yeah, the goat, just take down all your fusion, right? Because this guy runs so much stuff at once. I could probably just show it right now. 1000 Europium, go. Oh god, it's gotta melt everything. Oh, there it goes. Yep, 1000 Europium in 3 seconds, 1000 buckets. So it's insane. And yeah, hard mode, you do need to get this guy, hard export mode. No tank. Same for this guy, right? We need so much empowered stuff that at a certain point, you know, this recipe is not enough. It's okay, but you can just do this super cheap recipe instead. So we did go for the crystallizer pretty much right after the fusion. And yeah, this turned out to be the GOAT too. But yeah, at one point I did have to pull the dev fix in, right, just to add parallel. And then that's kind of when I started utilizing more of this passive setup using stocking or just a normal bus, right? And honestly, this is such a good setup. I'm surprised how good it worked out to be because it made it really easy to scale up a few things. And yeah, try to use this to passive some of your setups if you have a certain things because yeah, in the end that's the goat. But yeah, this turned out to be really good. And then we started scaling more and more and more for the end game, you know. A few hearts, you know, is not enough. You just have to passive it. So like just toss in your eternal catalyst here, which yeah, we turned off all the stalking so it doesn't run now. But you know, once you set up the stalking setup requested for all of these items, you just leave it running at just making sure your materials don't run out. You build up so much heart, and I probably still have 1,600 hearts remaining. But yeah, it honestly was surprisingly fast. Just get more power, get more machines, making sure your hearts don't run out, and yeah, you just made more hyperbolic. We made 3 on stream one time, and then I even added more, which are probably still running. Yeah, they're all running. They're running different pristine matters. I think Lumia might have 2 of yet right here. So that was used a ton. And I have to go for an hour. Well, you missed the end. But yeah. Uh but yeah, that's really it. After that, we just started scaling even more. All the new ass lines. We got the creative energy. So we started replacing all the old energy with creative stuff. Right? And creative energy, well, I got creative energy after the Serene. We got the Serene, got the creative energy, and started scaling up even more and more and more. Needed more Omnic? Well, just add more Omnic. Which, yeah, this TPS lag machine. It's actually crazy how many of these guys I needed in the end. Normal mode doesn't have this problem because they have the tank, but yeah, hard mode, you need a surprisingly fast source of Omnium. You know, these are all running at 1 tick, but when you need so much Omnic acid for activated netherite, when you need so much just liquid Omnium and stuff in general for like just anything, you kinda run out. Yeah, so many recipes using Omnic fluid and so on. But you know, we managed. I really disliked having to scale this up. Really disliked. But hey, it turned out to be fine. And I really hope they add parallel to this. They did mention something to make them faster, but we'll see how that goes. It should be better for future hard mode, expert mode players. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. But it turned out to be pretty aight. And then on stream, we got the Super Assembler. Yeah, this guy, definitely the GOAT. I thought it was too expensive and tried to skip it, but no, it honestly sped up things way too much. And well, I'll be honest, you probably could have scaled up. I probably could have scaled up the ass line like 2 more times, just twice of what this is, and would have been fine. But I mean, like, look at that. It's so much cleaner than having to set up more ass line, which yeah, it's so annoying too. My god, I hated this. Even if it looks clean with all the colored cables and this nice setup, it is just quite annoying to set up when you gotta do it over and over and over and over. So thank god this guy came in handy. I pressed Control Z on accident. But yeah, it's still running recipes. What are you running? Oh, it's still making wet wares. Yeah, 200k wet wares. I never stopped the passive of that, but yeah, it turned out to be okay. And here we are now, where after all that scaling, you know, it's really the same old, same old. You just gotta make sure you have enough chemicals, which, yeah, I did 3 here. Just gotta make sure they're constantly being made, which, yeah, for any future players, make sure you passive your things, because, you know, they really save on the ME bytes and ME crafting time. there is a reason people say passive your things instead of on demand. And I'm hoping this run at least shows how much it's helpful by. Right? There were some endgame things I had to craft today that crafts really fast because I didn't have to do them from scratch. And yeah, I didn't really do the best job at passive setups earlier in this run, but the more I got into endgame is when I actually locked in, just making sure that all the passives are good, right? Just making sure that like these are level emitters, so they're easy to control how many. And then I have these guys using buffers to make sure they're always stocked up to a certain amount. And they turned out to be extremely useful. We didn't have to go through scaling up the on-demand LCRs by much. You know, I did leave some recipes here, as you'll see, but they were stuff that you needed less of. And there's still stuff here that's like fully passive that I just left in. Just there's no point to remove them. But yeah, in the end, it turned out to be really good. And then the fusion scaling, which yeah, it's just fission. What can I say? Which I did turn off at a certain point. I think, yeah, I just added a redstone card and made it on mode, so they just turn off. Because I didn't want to run them too much. But yeah, the good stuff. And then just minor scaling here and there. There was the last, well, pretty much last 2 streams where I was facing bottleneck constantly, right? Yeah, I did have to add just so many dumb stuff, but and I forgot what this was for. Yeah, I had to get more lubricants. I did use the redstone recipe in the end. And then just like a pure setup for diamond lattice only, which it stopped. Do we have that many lattice? There's no way. Oh my god, okay, I did build up that many lattice. But yeah, that was really good too. Um and then that's the end. That's really it. That was really surprising. I thought I thought the end game was gonna be a lot worse. You know, Scorpion was saying like, bro, you gotta have hundreds of setups. He was trying to scare me. Uh but yeah, it turned out to be a lot better than I expected. There were definitely a few things I would say could have been better, but I think most of them have been addressed. So for any future players, it should feel a lot better. But yeah, here is the final full base overview. And okay, how do I upload my world? Do I just do like a zip folder, like the whole thing? I actually don't know, but I'll try to figure that out. I'll ask on Discord, I guess. And yeah, that will be uploaded on the Discord channel, so join if you haven't. That's if you want the world download. Unclaim everything. Oh yeah, I have to. Yeah, I'll try to remember, like put all the stuff on me in somewhere. I also have to do this, right? Where's my flux? Can't I set it to public? Is that it? I think that's it. I think that's the only thing I have to set public, right? There's nothing else that's locked. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, I'm really surprised. I thought it would have been a lot worse, but Greg Tech is such a fast tool in the end game when you start scaling up things by so much. Like for example, the Mace Raider, yeah, which I did have to turn most of the stuff off, so like it's not running as often anymore. But yeah, it turned out to be okay. We managed TPS. I'm still surprised. We managed really hard on keeping TPS low. In the end, the main 2 culprits of TPS: solar panels, conduits, capacitor banks, which yeah, it's the same setup. The whole power gen in the void TPS issue. And then the final boss of the subatomic assemblers, which yeah, I'm still surprised by that it caused so much TPS problem. But yeah, otherwise I kept my TPS really low. Probably the max MSPT I had, excluding those, was like 35, which was still really good room. They use a ported DE. No, there's no draconic. They completely removed all that concept. But like it's a whole new endgame, and I think it's pretty enjoyable. I enjoyed a good amount of it. I do think they could have cooler multi blocks, and they are adding few new things for the end game, which should make it even more interesting. And I know they're nerfing a few things here, buffing a few things here to push a few other ways of like general end game routes. So that should be really cool too. Like one of them being this guy. We didn't use this at all, which looks really cool, but it is just a power source. And when you get creative power, you just don't need this anymore. But this thing could have been really cool. But yeah, really cool general stuff. No D explosion. No. I gotta do world download. So yeah, I'll leave everything else be. I think I unlocked absolutely everything. Hopefully. But yeah, that is the end of pack. And yeah, we'll go through a quick scroll of, well, the playtime is up there, but we'll go through a quick statistics check because I am kind of curious for a few things. Blocks placed using wand? I didn't know that's a thing. That's kind of cool. Cake slices eaten, that's for the void world, netherworld, and cauldrons field. That was for the ore washing. Okay, we washed 69 sets of ores. And damage dealt. Yeah, not much because we're on peaceful. Distance climbed, crouched, fallen. How many times did I jump? Games quit 84. Where is the jump count? Interactions with Envil 72. That's actually less than I expected. Blast. I opened the blast furnace. Interactions with crafting table 39. Oh, it probably doesn't count the modded ones. Items added to ME storage. That's a thing. And extracted. Oh, 26.5k jumps. Then sneak time 11 hours. Time played 7.6 days. Time since last death. Yeah, that was really long ago. And then there we go. Then that's pretty much it for general. Items is a little less. It's too much for the modded. I broke 6 item mortars. Or that's like more, but yeah. Oh, so many lanthanum dust. I crafted that from tiny dust. But yeah, this shows a pretty cool stuff. Actually, that's really cool. Oh, that's from when we had to fix the super assembler the other day. A ton of endstone dropped. Mobs. There's not much. Peaceful world. Yep. And yeah, that should cover everything. You were gonna talk about next mod tech. Well, yeah, it's time to talk about that. I think it's time for me to take a break. I've been playing too many Minecraft mods back to back to back, and I'm honestly getting into a quite busy part of life. Graduating soon. I still have to find an internship, and yeah, it is gonna get really busy for me. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of packs. Just looking back since all the mods 9 speedrun, so it's time for me to finally take a break, probably from streaming. And yeah, I'll definitely come back in the future. We'll see when. And I'll probably still play games. It's not like I'm fully stopping playing games. I'm probably still gonna play some mod packs here and there. I still want to play RL Craft 2 with friends and play some modded Terraria because I haven't played modded Terraria in a while, and I know packs have been, or not packs, mods have been getting updates, which we still haven't played through. And there's still a ton of other games I wanted to try. There's like Factorio getting Space Age, Satisfactory, which I never touched, even like the older versions. Which, yeah, I don't think I'll have games like times for those, but there's a ton of games I want to play, and you know, maybe I could stream like here and there, but it's not gonna be like a dedicated stream time. It's probably just gonna be like super random. And I'm still gonna be active in Discord. There's no point for me to become like suddenly dead on Discord. I am very active on Discord. If you like notice me chatting in any other channels, I do talk a lot. So yeah, feel free to, say hi. But yeah, I am just gonna take break from just constant streaming. I think it's about time. Area Calamity, yeah, I know. Um, but yeah, too bad. Really enjoyed your stream today, like you did after CAE. Yeah, CAE. I forgot what happened after. I think I just got school picked up again. I'm pretty sure. Did I finish around December? I don't remember, but it was basically school stuff again. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how life goes. I have to figure out stuff. But this was a really good pack, and I'm looking forward to see how they update the pack because it seems like devs really want to change stuff, and I'm really happy for that. You know, this pack is still in beta, right? It's not a full release. Monifactory is in beta. Do you play any gachas? No, but I have like a lot of my friends, other friends do play gachas, and I like just talk to them often, so I do know about like just random memes and stuff. But yeah, and yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens on release for Moni. I do want to just start like a challenge run myself. Um, no spoilers, but we'll see. I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon, maybe. So we got time for that. But yeah, that is really it. If anyone else has questions, we are gonna wrap up very soon. As we just get a final good look at the base just flying around. Surprisingly, not many not many of these guys, you know, the extended AE 2 goated. It's the final good look. And you know what? Yeah, I'll put all my stuff in a barrel too and unclaim everything. We'll set that up on stream. And I'll probably take some screenshots for the Moni Discord too, because there is a screenshot channel. I do want to post the hard complete there. And I guess we can start that now. Let me do that now, because I want to set it up, like set it up for the download and try to not hop on as much. But yeah, let's just take a screenshot here and there. And we'll start taking some cool shots because while it's nighttime, I like nighttime shots. So let's try to do inside shots or outside shots first before it turns day. Oh no, don't turn day yet. Oh no. Okay, quick. Down here. All right, like right here. I'll just do like floor by floor. Okay, maybe it's a better shot from this angle. Then here, oh, that's not a good shot. We'll do it from like right here, maybe. Kind of hide some stuff. We'll do it like here. That seems like a good spot. Like right here. Right, his unsee phase. Wait, what? Alright, where do I take screenshot here? Maybe like right here. Yeah, we don't need this mixer guy. Oh god, the ceiling looks so messy with how this base turned out to be. And all the cablings. I could have done like extra effort and put like facades everywhere. We tried to keep it kind of clean, right, on those edges. But yeah, it didn't turn out to be too useful. Then our early age place. maybe of this too. Oh yeah, I'll take the chest and put it in the image too. There you go. And then when that rotates to the front, oh, I think I got it. Take the screenshot. Alright, is that all for the screenshot? I think so. All floors. Kind of a decent look at the top area. Yep. And then finally, oh god, what's the FTE chunks unclaim all? Is that what I'm running? I did copy paste. Let me know in chat. And then I'll take off everything. I'm gonna put it in a barrel because I love barrels. Yes, okay, I'll run that in a bit. Oh, there are add-on mods, right? So I did do the additional compet, so you will have to install them, but I'll try to post that with the world download. All the goodies. Yep. Am naked. Oh, final tally of the monies. You can do the math. Is this the last quest give coins? Damn, no coins. That sucks. No, I'm kidding. You can spawn in coins now. But yeah, there we go. Really dark, honestly, without the night vision. But yeah, that's the end. That is the end. And there we go. Unclaimed everything. The base location is I gotta type it somewhere so I don't forget. Or I can rewatch the stream, so I'll type it. And the void should be... Do I have a void cake? I can craft one, right? I think it is craftable. Oh, don't tell me I don't have milk. Oh, wait. No. What am I doing? It just... How do I take it? Oh yeah, there we go. I'll put the creative chest back in there. And surely I don't just fall out of the world and die, right? Oh, great. Where am I? Oh, I forgot. Wait, I can look the map. Alright, you know what? Yeah, I'll just break these two with my fist. I think I am the first to beat hard mode? Maybe? I'm not sure. And there. Yeah, there we go. It's in like the generally same spots. I don't have to really do much. Oh. Yep. And technically I could I should do this. I have home saved here, right? If I just do home. Did I never save home? I did. I was gonna say. It's like in the middle here, yeah, and grab a barrel. Spawn. Oh yeah, this was the spawn for this world. I forgot. There you go. And technically I should just put a sign there too. Use that tamped. Alright. Cool. What's the void? It shouldn't be. I think it unclaims, yeah, it unclaims all, so. If anything, can't you just turn on cheats and just unclaim everything using the admin command? So yeah, technically I don't even need to do that, but there we go. Also, I don't die if I fall in the void, right? I just get sent back to the top. Oh yeah. But yeah, there we go. That's gonna be the end. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I don't know when I'll see you guys again. We'll see. We're gonna call it here. Goodbye. Wait, I didn't take a screenshot of the void base. It's fine.